that type of shit.
So if I hit the start streaming button and I'm on Twitch, then that's how they do that. And then they make their screen with their little heads on there with the green screen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all through
that's
this.
all done through OBS.
Okay, yeah. So they layer that onto their Twitch account.
Yeah. Well, you have your Twitch key. You have to put when you start streaming. You have you have to put in your Twitch key or whatever key for you to actually stream to whatever account.
What do you mean by key? Like a link?
Like your account has a key, and then you have to access your account to Twitch. You have to get your key, and then you put your key into OBS, and then when you click start streaming, it'll use that key to connect to Twitch.
Okay, and then OBS just layers over
And OBS does everything.
Yeah.
OBS is what makes it visual.
Okay,
visual.
And then it just streams into Twitch.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. See, try to figure all this stuff out. You know what I mean? So, okay, so just so you know, that was all recorded.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's get into this here. Pretty much, if you listened the first time, that was our very first episode here, and I went back and talked to TJ Time here. This is Poppin' Fresh 85,000 checking in. TJ Time, you here?
TJ Time's here.
Okay, TJ Time. Well, TJ Time brought to my attention that the Coolio Gangster Paradise audio at the beginning of the video series here was quite loud last time. So it's just going to
take a little.
Just a little. I don't think. When you played that for me, I thought, oh my God. But when I upload stuff to YouTube, I basically upload them and try to do all the descriptions and everything. And then I just don't look at numbers. So I think it's irrelevant to look at numbers because I'm not doing this for numbers. But did you get on did you get on our Twitter from last week?
Yep, I tweeted out our episode, and I'll make sure to tweet out our episode every Wednesday when it comes out.
Okay. Because really, people, if you're listening, I think we're going to shoot these on. I mean, Saturday's working pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're a little advanced, so we'll get on top of that. But there were just a few things I wanted to do here. Basically, I've told TJ. I don't know if anybody's watching. I'm putting this Hump Day update on my Torrent Performance page, and I've really been going through quite a lot with my housing situation that I'm going. And I've had a bunch of stuff for sale on eBay, and they're very expensive Italian motorcycle parts from, most of them are Aprilia stuff. And I actually had someone contact me that had watched our videos before, watched my videos for the Aprilia Mille motorcycle series that I've done. I think I built like 2 of those bikes on Torrent Performance, but he actually has a YouTube page, and he purchased a full fairing and tank set off of me for his Aprilia Mille, and he's going to be doing some customizations to that motorcycle. So I don't even think I told you about this, TJ, did I?
No, it sounds sweet though.
Yeah, I think he's customizing it, and I the one thing I will say to him, with these kind of Italian bikes, you really don't want to customize them too much because you're going to decrease the value of these bikes. They're not. You kind of want to keep them as original as possible, but. If you get some time and you watch my Aprilia videos and listen to the podcast, his YouTube is licensed to send. Not real sure what that means. I watched a few of his videos. He's a pretty small YouTube channel. He's only got 100-something subscribers. But I will tell you this, his 100-something subscribers, he's got faster than I sure did. Because I had 16 subscribers for like 6 months. And
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was ready to quit. I thought, what in the hell? I was getting some views, but I never got any subscribers. So, but just one other quick thing. I also was contacted from another person that saw my videos from YouTube named David. Now, David had an LTZ 400, and which is an ATV that I did another video series on, and I helped him out real quick. And he was located in Maryland. And I just thought that was so crazy that I'm actually starting to get phone calls from people across basically the world here, which is going to lead me to my next one, my next comment. and I'm not flexing or anything, but I'm not. It's just if you work on these Aprilia Milles, this particular type of bike, it's an Aprilia Mille, Aprilia Tuono, or Aprilia Falco. They all have the same engine and were built the same way. But I'm going to go ahead and read this. I had a director of an actual company contact me. It says, I told you about this, TJ, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going
to
be able to pronounce this correctly. It says, "Good day, Michael." Now, usually, now I will say this. This guy wrote me, and he's in Africa. So, usually when I get a letter from Africa, it's more like, "Oh, I'm an African prince. We need to move gold, but we could," basically like trying to scam you, But
right,
but this guy says, "Good day, Michael. I am from Bloemfontein," which I actually looked up is a real city. It actually, if you're a tourist and you go here, it's like stick to the tourist areas and don't go out at nighttime. It's a city right in the center of South Africa, and I own the above mentioned bike. He had sent me pictures of his bike. I bought this bike secondhand in 2009, sold it in 2016 to a friend because I could not ride often enough, but immediately regretted it. When my friend wanted to sell the bike in 2018, I bought it right back. Anyway, I started in 2018 to replace a whole lot of ill-maintained and aged parts on the bikes. The one thing about these bikes that I'm talking about is, they're getting 20 years old, 15, 16, 20 years old, and seals and everything rot away, and bikes need to be maintained before you ride them. And it says, "I rode it today for the first time since 2016. What a great machine. I had to do the maintenance myself, as Aprilia did not have a dealer in South Africa for years now." And I looked it up. They did pull out of South Africa, which I thought Africa was one big country. But apparently it's broken down into like little states. So if you go from one like state, one part of Kenya, it's actually another country in South. There's
like
I didn't know that.
Like 40 places or something in Africa.
Yeah, because
40 countries.
Because actually, our neighbor, my mom's neighbor, not our neighbor, she's a missionary down there in Africa, and she's pregnant, and she has to go to Tanzania, which is, she's in Tanzania, Africa, and to get the medical treatment, she has to go into Kenya, into Nigeria. So when they cross that border, it's like she basically is crossing, border into another country. So
it's like going to U.S. to Canada.
Yeah, but
it's just a new country.
But you have to basically what they told me was almost bribe them when you bring the kid back for the paperwork.
Oh yeah, it's definitely third world.
Yeah, and like it's just like she's a missionary over there, and she teaches, and like she wants her parents to send them stuff, and what she asked for when my mom told me stuff, I thought, oh my God, that is just the basic stuff. Like she wants chocolate chips, Pop-Tarts, you know what I mean? Graham crackers and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, what, to me, it's like we just pass that stuff up in a store. It just blows my mind. But that's what she wants to do, So, but anyway, he says, the drive this morning was very much a result of the knowledge and insight I got from your YouTube channel on the Milles. Thanks for the great videos and enthusiasm for the RSV Mille. Regards. I don't know if I want to say his name, but Hugo, the director. So I actually looked at his company up, and he is a mining and crushing company, which I think they go for gold and other rare earth minerals. But I just thought that was kind of cool, because I was telling TJ, like, if you go to all my videos besides some of the first videos that I did, it's basically my Torrent Performance channel is me trying to help you. So this really made me feel good when I was all depressed about my housing situation when I come home and read this.
Yeah, that's a great email. That's really awesome for him to send that to you.
Yeah, and I haven't emailed him back, and I like I always told you, I mean, you never know who's listening or watching these videos. I wasn't for sure that this podcast, I wasn't actually going to lose subscribers. But, well, is there anything you want to cover? I mean, there's quite a bit going on here in the world.
Yeah, we can hit up on the coronavirus again. We can.
Oh my God.
Do that 2 weeks in a row. It looks like it's worse than ever.
Don't get me started. It's them people on that boat. Have you seen them people on that boat?
Oh no,
Uh,
what
uh,
exactly
well,
happened in there?
they're off on Japan. They're on some cruise boat, and dude, there's I don't know. They said 40 Americans maybe, and they're like,
Oh wow.
yeah, they're like, oh, the United States needs to intervene and help us, and I'm like, bitch, you got the coronavirus. Your ass needs to sit on that ship. You know what I mean? Until that shit, what do you guys sit there 14 days? Well, you know, you get 14 days extra on that boat. You paid for that
Yeah.
cruise ship. Your ass gets to stay there. You know,
That's a nice cruise, nice long cruise.
yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. I'm getting a refund. I'm not getting off the boat until I get a refund.
Yeah, no
You know
kidding.
that. I just wonder about them in those little closed caverns, you know, because really I think you want to get out. I've never been on a cruise ship, but the boats are so massive it looks like there's like just stuff to do. So you don't really go to your room, but I just can't imagine breathing the air, you know.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere. Like you're just stuck on there. Like, hey, if the virus is here, I'm breathing it in the whole time.
Yeah, because it went from like 10 to 40 I saw. And I'm like
Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh my god," you know. And like the Japanese are like not letting them people off the boats. I think they're removing some of them that are like really ill. But
wow.
well, yeah, just ship their ass to Canada. They don't even think that shit's infectious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and their cops ride mooses and don't have guns up in Canada. It just, you know, it makes no sense to me.
Oh yeah, just send them there.
Yeah, it just those moose, them guys, those police that ride the moose. You know, first of all,
Mounties.
yeah, what is that? What they're called? I don't know. They probably
That's what the
they speak
police
French.
Canadian. Yeah.
Is it the Mounties? Well, the Mounties
Yep.
they probably are fluent in French. Is that
Oh yeah.
is that in the French Quarter?
I don't know. I'm sure like all Canadian police have to like know French. Kind of like like in the South, you need to kind of learn Spanish if you're like a officer or something.
Yeah, yeah, like Texas and California and
Yeah.
Mexico and stuff like that. But I just can't believe that they ride them mooses. It's just unbelievable. So, but yeah, coronavirus. I don't know what the death count's up to. I don't know. I think it's past 500. It's racing up there. Still don't really know what it is. I think it's like flu-like symptoms. Probably ought to get a doctor on here to talk about that shit. You know, I have no
Only
idea.
if we knew one.
It's like what was that? The Daytona It's like the Corona 500. It's like a race to see how many people they can get. You know, but I did see also that President Trump had talked to I don't know, the Chinese leader. I'm not sure. And I'll tell you what, if we can help those people, I think we need to with sending them food and stuff like that. Because from what I understand was they took that ginormous city and just shut it down. Like they're not letting anybody in, anybody out. And what I saw on the internet was all the grocery stores are empty. I don't know how they're getting food.
The streets are empty.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? Those streets are never empty over there in China.
And they're huge streets. They're like interstate looking streets, and like it's nuts.
Yeah, but
everything.
Well, we helped rebuild it, you know. So
yeah,
I'm starting to wonder about the packages. Oh, dude, I get so much stuff from China. Oh my god, I'm really worrying about someone coughing in a box, you know, and then me opening it thinking, oh, I got my new push button light switches for my house, and I'm gonna get the virus, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know if I have no idea if that virus lasts like that. Like,
yeah. Well, I ordered these light switches for my house, and I'm like, oh, they're real cool. That they're made of glass and they're touch sensitive. They're not a switch. They're super high tech shit, and they're like Wi-Fi enabled and stuff like that. But yeah, they're coming from China, like right now, and I'm like worried.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, I definitely. I don't want to leave them outside and let them freeze because they're so sensitive. Light switches, you know, and I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, I may get the virus. There may not be an episode 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know.
So
we'll find out next week.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, what about games? You got anything on games?
Oh yeah, gaming. Yeah, there's some interesting gaming news this week.
Which I don't keep up on a lot, so you're keeping me informed. I love listening and talking about it.
Yeah, like the Coalition, who does all the Gears of War games.
Okay.
The head studio guy, who's been there for 14 years, quit, and now he moved over to Blizzard to head the entire Diablo franchise.
Wow. Now
Yeah.
they have not released that Diablo mobile game yet, have they?
No, they have not, and that's another announcement that Blizzard made today is that along with Diablo Immortal, which is their mobile game that had all that backlash,
Mm-hmm.
They announced that they have multiple mobile games in development right now to be released this year.
Well,
multiple.
I will tell you this: when I did play PC games, I did play a lot of Blizzard stuff. I did fall fate to World of Warcraft, where I didn't want to leave my house for months. It's very sad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I did. I got hooked on it, and I really didn't understand the mobile gaming thing when all that back. That was over a year ago, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the Diablo Immortal stuff backlash.
Yeah. But I am gonna.
Years ago, yeah.
I am gonna tell you this, TJ. I did download the Call of Duty mobile for my cell phone. And
yeah,
I personally thought it was. I thought it was a good game. I'm still playing it.
Yeah. They're that's Activision Blizzard, so that's their game, and they've said that it's so popular that Call of Duty is so popular in the mobile realm that they want to keep releasing tons of mobile games, and they have like 3+ games just waiting to be released this year alone, which is crazy for Blizzard to say that because Blizzard, a PC gaming, so that's kind of why the backlash was so bad, because they're like we're everybody loves Blizzard.
Well, I love them, StarCraft, everything.
Yeah, and it's all PC. So when they're like, "Oh, a new Diablo announcement," okay, PC, and their fans are all PC.
Yeah.
And then like a mobile game, and they're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
that's why. I know. That's what the backlash is, because it's like you're saying, "Hey, we're gonna your favorite franchise, Diablo, we're gonna turn into a mobile game," and that's when we're like, the PC fans are like, "What the hell?" And that's where all the backlash.
Yeah, I remember you saying that's bullshit. But here's what I do want to say about it is, so I haven't, dude, you got to realize I went from Xbox, I think 360, playing games all the way up to that until I decided that I needed to work 70, 80 hours a week so I could manage on my own. But like this Call of Duty mobile game, it's actually got me back into gaming. I mean,
that's cool.
I know it's cool. It's hard to like swallow that, because you're like, what? Why wouldn't you just use your PC or Xbox or whatever? But like the way that they made the game, and I'm really hoping that they made the Diablo game like this, is like I can just play it for like 20 minutes. But since I did play Diablo 1, 2, and 3, I understand the backlash of that totally.
Yeah, because it's just coming out of left field.
Left field.
And everyone's waiting for that Diablo 4 announcement, but they've announced that since then.
Yeah.
But they just did it in a bad order. Having mobile games is not like bad inherently.
Yeah.
But when you're announcing like a new Diablo game, and franchise, and people's been waiting like literally like since Diablo 3 came out, which was in 2012, so almost 8 years. And then they're like, "Oh my God, Diablo 4," and they're like, "Diablo mobile." We're like, "What the hell?"
Oh no, I totally get it. I mean, dude, nothing beats being able to be on a keyboard and a mouse at your house.
Oh yeah,
rather than a small mobile phone. My mobile phone ain't that big, so I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know. So it's not been delayed for no reason,
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play Diablo Immortal. I mean, mobile games are fine. It's just the timing of what they did was horrible, especially when they're not in the mobile scene,
Yeah, I totally know that. But, well, believe it or not, we're actually coming up on our time frame here.
Not bad.
I know, it's 19 minutes already. I'm trying to keep it within 20. I don't think you want to go any longer, do you?
I think 20. I think people can stick around for 20 minutes. Like anything longer than that, I don't know.
Okay, and people, just hang in there. We're going to get the hang of this. It's just going to be me and him. We're going to figure out what's going on. This is only the second episode, for God's sake. But like with the whole situation that I have now, where I can't get in my garage and film YouTube videos, and I'm actually introducing you, TJ, to YouTube through this, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
You know, that we'll figure everything out. It just takes time to do this. So, like I said, I didn't even get 1,000 subscribers for 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I'm all in on this YouTube thing. So, you know, if it takes another year, whatever. So, all right. Well, this is Poppin' Fresh 85,000, and I'm out of there.
Yep. TJ, time out. Peace.
Peace out.